Today, we're going to continue looking at life cycles. Yesterday, you had a chance to take a look at a frog, and we learned all about the life cycle of a frog. And just as a quick review, you will remember, if I go back here, that the frog begins as an egg. Remember that the egg feels like jelly, right? It's that tiny little thing there. And then from the egg, it becomes a tadpole. Remember that when it's a tadpole, it has to live in water. From there, the tadpole is going to swim, and it's going to keep growing and changing over the next 12 weeks. It'll start getting its back legs, then its front legs, then the young frog, it's called, right? The young frog, by the time it's 12 weeks old, its tail is getting smaller. And then eventually the tadpole will grow into a grown frog. Okay, so that was our life cycle. You had a project that you got to do yesterday with the life cycle of the frog. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I know I certainly enjoyed making it and making the video for you to do it as well. So today we're going to look at the butterfly. And there's only 2 pages in our book on the butterfly, and then we will have a chance to make our own butterfly wheel today. So let's go ahead and take a look. How does a butterfly grow? Well, the butterfly begins as an egg. Okay. A larva hatches from the egg. A larva is a young insect. The butterfly larva is called a caterpillar. A caterpillar becomes a pupa when it is changing inside a hard covering. And then out flies a grown butterfly. Okay, so first the butterfly is a tiny egg. Then it's a larva. Remember, a larva in this case is a caterpillar. Then it becomes a pupa. The larva changes to a pupa. This is a hard covering. And then lastly, out pops a beautiful butterfly. The butterfly has wings, see? A butterfly may lay eggs, and then the life cycle just keeps going and going and going. So what is a larva? A larva is a young insect. In this case, for the butterfly, the larva is a caterpillar. How many steps are there in the life cycle of a butterfly? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very good. So there's 4 life cycles. Now, I want to just go ahead and see with you how animals grow and change. And then I just want you to look at the pictures for today. And tomorrow we're going to go ahead and take a look at how it is that they can grow and change. So let me make this a little bit taller for you, if I can, so that you can take a look at these pictures. So we had a chance to look at how the frog grows and changes. We were able to see how the butterfly changes a little bit. But let's go ahead and take a look at how animals grow and change. And tomorrow we can look into a little more detail about it. So you can see here we have a salamander. This is a young salamander and a grown salamander. Can you see how they grow and change? Hopefully you know something about size, color, shape. You can see we have a young angelfish, a grown angelfish. Grow and change. You look here. Kittens versus cats. And puppies versus grown dogs. Okay. And we're not going to get any farther into that today. So we will take a look into more detail at that tomorrow. Let's go ahead and review our butterfly life cycle. For us to do this today, you're going to need the 2 pieces of cardstock that were in your Tuesday folder. It says Life Cycle of a Butterfly. you will see that it is circular. That is what you will need today for our project. Now, what you're going to do first, before you even touch your scissors, is you're going to go ahead and put your name on the front. Once your name is on it, you're going to be ready to begin to color it. Now, we want to color it the correct colors, so use your crayons or your colored pencils to make sure that your pictures are going to be the right colors. Your butterflies, we're going to have the reds and the oranges and the browns, right, for the butterfly. And then over here, you have your different stages of the butterfly. The chrysalis is that green outer hard shell, right? The eggs, the first stages, you're going to have leaves that are going to be green. Even the stalk of the leaf will probably be green. And the eggs were more of a whitish color. The caterpillar larva, remember the larva is the caterpillar, is black and white and yellow. So you can color that in. Sometimes when you see the larva crawling around outside, you notice it's more of like an orange and black. And then don't forget to also color in your adult butterfly. Now, when you're done with that, what we're going to do is you are going to go ahead and cut out both of these sheets. Obviously, don't do them together, but cut it out along the black. Also, please don't forget to color in the front here and color in life cycle of a butterfly. Okay, so you're going to cut both of these out. Cutting out right on those black lines. There's the first one. And now the second one, excuse me, we're just going to cut out right along the thick black. Okay, and here's my second piece. So let's review our steps. Step one, we had to color the front and the back wheels. That's both of these pieces here. We colored them. Now we cut them out. Now, you also in your folder had a baggie. And in that baggie was one brass fastener. You need to get that brass fastener out. And then you'll need to poke it so that it's upright. Okay, it should look like it could stand up. And now you have to poke it through the paper. You will have to put a little bit of pressure on it. You have to do that to not just one, but both of them. Okay? Once you've poked it through both sides, you'll notice that the metal is sticking out the other end. And then you're going to go ahead and press it down. If you're nervous about wrecking it or wrecking your paper, you may ask an adult to help you to poke it through, but you guys are so smart. I bet you can figure it out, and you can also press that down yourself. Now, when you're done, what you get to do is you will then have the life cycle of the butterfly. Here's your first stage, and then you spin it. Here's your next stage. It goes to a larva. Spin it again. Goes to the chrysalis, which is called the pupa. And then lastly, it turns into an adult butterfly. And then remember that your adult butterfly can then lay eggs. And then from eggs, they turn into larva, caterpillar. From the caterpillar, they turn to a chrysalis, hard covering. They're preparing their bodies to become adult butterflies. Okay? When you are done with this will go back into your Tuesday folder so that we can take a look at this, and then you will be done with the butterfly for today. Have a great afternoon.